If you're in need of some massive cleaning motivation and some satisfying decluttering, this is the video for you today. We are going to be working in my kitchen. I'm doing a deep little reset with some cleaning and putting things away, moving things to new places, all the fun things, and then we're going to go to my master bedroom where I'm going to be doing a major declutter. Today is part 1 of the declutter because I don't have enough storage to film an entire video in here. But we are going to get all of this cleared up, get the closet cleaned out, and declutter my clothing. I'm so glad you're here today. Let's get started. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. This is the main space we're going to declutter next. So, I think this will be a very motivating video for you guys because it is a complete, utter disaster. Like, the clothes just got pulled out everywhere. I need to make the bed, of course. Got some trash there on the nightstand. Hello, sunshine. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new, hello, I'm Jessie, and around here, we keep things simple, grace-filled, and real. Today, I'm bringing you along for a true life reset. The kitchen needs a little love, as you can see. The living room definitely needs a tidy. And the master closet, well, she's going to get extreme. So if you are new here, my name is Jessie. Like I said, I'm married to Justin, my high school sweetheart. We have 3 boys together who are 15, 12, and 9. We've lived here about 3 years, and I'm still working on making it our home. I love this little homemaking journey that I'm on, and I like to share all kinds of motivation on my channel to inspire you to love the home you have, bloom where you're planted, all the beautiful things. So I'm so glad that you're here. Let me know in the comments if you're new so I could come say hello to you. And let's go ahead and get started with this reset. We are going to tackle some dishes. So if you have a sink full of dishes with me today, go ahead and prop me up in your kitchen and let's get these dishes done together. Have y'all noticed in the summertime when your kids are home from school that your silverware disappears, or is it just me? Because I swear I had like, I don't know, 26 forks. I know that's a crazy number, but I think that's how many we had because we had them um, falling out of the drawer. There were so many, and now I can't even find 2. Like, 2 is probably the most that I've seen since the kids have been out of school. We're gonna have to go on a fork treasure hunt or something because they are just gone. Let me know in the comments if that is a universal experience or if that's just my boys. Let me know. Or even if it's not forks that go missing, but if you have other things from the kitchen like plates or cups or anything like that, I would just love to know if this is something normal that happens or if there's something wrong in my household. I don't know. Let me know. Today is July the 7th, so we just celebrated the 4th of July over here in the US of A. Let me know what y'all did in the comments to celebrate. I, oh my gosh, y'all, I am such a party pooper because it was feeling like it was 100 degrees outside, and I was like, yeah, I'm not leaving the house. I'm not going outside in that. I'm going to stay in my igloo and try to stay comfortable because the heat really gets to me. Like, it just makes me feel like I'm passing out all the time and hard to walk and all of that stuff. Still trying to figure out what's wrong with me. To be continued. But anyway, my wonderful husband actually took all 3 of our boys plus my nephew down the road a little piece to a place that was doing a fireworks display that was free. You did have to pay for like food and drink, but they had a really great time. They were gone for about 3.5 hours. They had a water slide, like one of those inflatable ones, and a hayride. It looked like a lot of fun, and I really wish I could have gone, but my health stops me from a lot of things. So I was just sitting at home, and I'll post some pictures here of their time at the little thing that they went to. It looks like so much fun, and I'm so glad that he could take them. I don't like that my children have to miss out on so much because of mommy's, I don't know if you can call it a disability or not because it's like an invisible illness, but I definitely have a lot of guilt around that. But I won't get into that right now. Let me just post the pictures of how much fun that they had. And I stayed home and watched a Diane Keaton movie. I told my mom that I had been wanting to watch something similar to Father of the Bride, but I didn't want to watch Father of the Bride because I watch that all the time, and I kind of wanted a new movie. So I asked Roku to suggest Diane Keaton movies because I like her, and it popped up probably 4 or 5 movies. One of them called Crimes of the Heart, and it was okay. I think it was one of her earlier movies, and I kind of half watched it, half played on my phone because I was lonely, missing my family. But it was cute. I've been needing to scrub this stovetop down for so long, and today was the day that it just had to happen. I used to think kitchen resets had to be perfect, so I would stress out about not getting everything done, and then I finally was just like, you know what, it's okay if I just get the dishes done and the counters wiped off and the stovetop cleaned off, but not deep cleaned every day. So, if you can just have enough energy that you can clear it enough to breathe, that's fine. If your sink is full or your stove has crumbs, you're not behind, you're just living. And this reset is about function, not perfection. Oh, speaking of movies, y'all know in my last video, I was talking about how we as a family have gone to see the Jurassic Park movies when they come out at the theater with the kids. So we went and saw the newest one. I believe it is Jurassic World Rebirth. And oh my gosh, it is really good. We all enjoyed it so much. Um, it gave my middle son a little bit of anxiety because one of the dinosaurs is actually pretty creepy, and it kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies too. And I'm an old woman now, so I mean I know it's got to be scary for a kid, but it is a really good movie. I do know that we have decided, my husband and I, that we will no longer be going to the movie after 3 p.m. in the afternoon because we went at 6:30 is when it started, and it was almost 3 hours that we were there because they do like 30 minutes of previews before the actual movie, and the movie was over 2 hours. So by the end of it, I was like about to fall over, passed out of sleep because when we are at home, we like to be in the bed by 8 p.m. So we were out on the town and it was 9:15 at night, and I was like, I feel like I'm going to die. I can't do this anymore. No more nighttime outings, which is crazy because when I was like 17, 18 and we would go on dates, I would be at school all day, go to band practice until, I don't know, 5 o'clock, and then go straight from there to Chuck E. Cheese to my job. And I would work from there until probably they closed at 9. I'd get off at about 10, and then we would go out on a date. Like, how in the world did we do that? Like, how did I have energy to do that? Just thinking about that makes me want to take a nap. What about y'all? Do y'all have a lot of energy still, or like what? Because me and my husband, we were just ready to fall over and sleep over on the side of the road. We were so tired after that movie. But like I said, it was really good. So if you enjoyed the other Jurassic Park, you will really like this one too. I was surprised that the entire movie was based on an island. They didn't really do much, like in New York where it started. So I don't know. That part was kind of strange to me, but it was really good. This corner of my kitchen is definitely one of the hot spots, and I've mentioned that in so many of my resets, and I still have not figured out how to keep it from getting like this. So just daily maintenance of it has really helped it not make huge piles. But this basket, the round one right there, I've got to have my husband go through all of that because it's all of his things. And then this little brown one, at the front view, has mail that I need to go through. And I think I'm not going to do that. And then I decide to go ahead and just get it done. So here I bring the basket back and decide if I want to throw the mail away or not. And one of the letters, y'all, my son has been going to the dentist for a year now, having work done. And when he needs laughing gas, they just give it to him. And I've never had an issue with it. But now I'm getting a letter that says his insurance is now denying that they're going to pay for that because it's a comfort measure and he doesn't need it. He can just deal with the numbing shots. Excuse me? Have you met my son? He will absolutely not just deal with the numbing shots. He will come off that table and ninja kick everybody in the face. That laughing gas is for everybody's protection. I don't know. We'll see. We'll probably just have to figure out how to pay for it out of pocket because, yeah, I don't know. Insurance confuses me so much. But anyway, we'll figure that out whenever we go to the dentist next week, and I will keep you posted. I really decided to just take on cleaning off the countertops really well today, like I did the stovetop. So this was actually quite satisfying. And this little Scrub Daddy sponge, I forgot to mention while I was cleaning the stove, it was really good at getting some of the stuck on like grease stains off. It's not the Scrub Daddy sponge like you do your dishes with. It's a different kind of sponge, but I really like it. So Scrub Daddy has really done a good job with my cleaning jobs, and I highly recommend their products. I always love when I declutter the kitchen cabinets or countertops. I always mess up those words. I love when I declutter the kitchen countertops because it feels like I can take a big deep breath and just feel refreshed. So if you go in your kitchen and you're feeling overwhelmed, just declutter a countertop. This is the next section I gotta do. I've got to pack up the library books to take back to the library. And then I think I'm gonna put the fruit basket back over here because I have a ton of fruit. And I need to clear off the table because I just moved everything to the table. I just moved piles of piles. So this is actually a return. I bought these at Sam's for like 10 bucks, figuring they would fit because I have other pants that are 8s and they're just a little bit too big. But these are 6s and they still fall off me. So I'm gonna try 4s and see if those work. I don't know. And I got these really cute pencils at Five Below. They're just like a, I don't know, they look like little kid stuff, but they made me happy, so I grabbed those. Anyway, I need to get this table cleared off and breathe a little bit because this part of the kitchen looks really spiffy, you know? It's really good. And then you have this. So, let's go. If you happen to spy with your little eye 2 shaker cups in the sink, that is because I can't wash them because apparently I'm married to the Hulk and I gave birth to Hulk Jr. and they put those lids on so tight I cannot get them off. So they're going to have to unscrew them when they get home because I just can't do it. And I'm not super weak by any sense, but I just can't get those lids off. Anyway, I'm so excited because the chickens are finally laying eggs again, so I can have my daily 2 eggs for breakfast, and they're so delicious. But I need to pack up these library books to return. Hopefully we go to the library next week. My son is obsessed with Fly Guy. That's why you see every book is Fly Guy. He loves it so much. But y'all, this bag was super heavy, so this was like a weightlifting exercise because holding this was, it made my arm hurt. It made my arms hurt the next day. And I've just got this old Dollar General reusable bag to take them back in. I've always thought I wanted to get like a canvas bag and let the kids decorate them for us to go to the library, but we really don't even go often enough for them to care about that. So maybe I'll get myself a bag to do. I don't know. Also, do y'all notice that big old bruise on my left arm? I have no idea when I got that bruise, unless it was the day before this. Justin gave me a hug and squeezed my arm. So I shared that over on Instagram, and somebody messaged me and said that low vitamin C and low iron, I think, can lead to easy bruising. And y'all, I bruise like a peach. But I did have blood work done, and my iron wasn't low, so I know it's not that. But vitamin C, I could definitely see that being a problem, no pun intended. I've got some more blood work coming up, so maybe we'll figure out what's going on with that. But anyway, I'm going to try to get this fruit basket to fit here on the hutch, but quickly discover that it does not fit. And then I'm starting to have flashbacks of trying to do this last year and it not fitting and me being like, oh, it doesn't fit. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll just move some things around. So I put the pretty vase here and just shuffle the decor around, trying to make it feel like it's balanced. So you'll have to let me know what you think of how it turned out. I think it's actually pretty cute, and I'm going to leave it that way for a little bit. And then I decided to put the fruit basket on the table, and it is top heavy from the bananas, so I have to balance it out with a bunch of apples. Hopefully this will encourage the children to eat the fruit more because they don't really want to eat it at all. And then I have this little dough bowl that I decided to try to use as a better drop-off basket for my husband's thing, so maybe he'll drop his wallet and glasses in that. I put the glasses in there just to throw him a little hint, but we'll see how that turns out. And then I thought I could put the little fruit wedger here in plain sight so I remember that I can cut the fruit that way because otherwise I'll forget about it. It's really strange, but one of my toxic traits is I hate visual clutter, but if I don't see something, I forget about it. So I need a lot of visual cues. So that is beautiful chaos to live in, let me tell you. Let me know if you relate to that, so I know that I'm not alone because it is very hard to balance that in trying to keep a clean, tidy home and stay on top of routines. However, I am not complaining. It is interesting and fun to try to figure everything out. I just want to get a few little bits and bobs put away, and then the robot vacuum actually scares me when I was editing because I forgot that I turned it on while I was over there. So it just started moving out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, it scared me. Let me know if it kind of got you too. just love our little robot vacuum. It really saves me time having to sweep all the time. Something I like to do every week to really set myself up for success is a little bit of meal prep. So for mine, it's really simple because I have such a limited diet. I like to have some basmati white rice prepared, as well as grilled chicken and a can of carrots. Because for lunch every day, that's what I eat: a cup of rice, a serving of grilled chicken, and carrots. And I really like the carrots because they add like a juicy flavor to everything because I haven't discovered a sauce that I can eat yet. So the carrots really give it that, juicy taste that I'm looking for. But let me know in the comments below if there's anything you meal prep for the week. Well, I say for the weekly meal prep, but really this is for about 3 days. Anything after that, it's really high in histamines and I can't eat it. So this is like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday lunch. And then on Wednesday, I'll cook for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and so on and so forth. But it's nice to have this little meal prep anchor in my week. It gives me something I can look forward to, and I know, like, I expect what I need to do, and it just helps keep me calm. I noticed as I was showing you guys how nice it looked that there is a little colored pencil underneath the hutch, so I need to grab that while the vacuum does its job. But I really like how the hutch turned out. You'll have to let me know what you think. I really love this vase of flowers. It's probably my favorite that I've ever done, and I think the apples really blend with it pretty well. I don't know, it's nice when decor can kind of mesh together. But on to the master bedroom. Again, my channel is a no shame, no judgment zone. This is just how things are, and I've accepted it, but we're going to fix it today. We're going to start by making the bed and picking up all these clothes off the floor so I can have a clear head and kind of see what I need to do. And to be completely honest, you can tell I didn't really make the bed all that well, but I honestly need to strip the bedding and go wash it. But I'm going to do that after I finish decluttering because I'm washing the bedding the next day, and it's not that long before bed now anyway. The good news is all of these clothes on the floor are clean. They've been migrating from the bed to the floor, from the bed to the floor, just because I haven't felt like going through it all and putting it all away because I knew that I was about to do a big clothing declutter. So I don't know. My brain didn't want to waste the time of putting it away in the dresser and fold it up everywhere and all that. I don't know. That's just how my brain works. And then I got sidetracked because I saw my side table and these bags. So I start thinking like, oh, I need to go through these and completely forget what I'm doing. You'll get sidetracked like that. So I decided to pick up all the trash off the nightstand. And well, I'm glad I did it because it did feel good to get all of that stuff picked up. I like to eat my snacks in bed while I'm watching TV at night. I watch a couple of TV shows before I fall asleep. I've tried to just read a book before going to sleep and I can't do it. It doesn't calm my brain down like watching TV does. I think I'm backwards for most people because they say that blue light hurts your sleeping, but it actually helps mine. So somebody want to explain that, be my guest. But anyway, getting the nightstand cleaned off. The clock is wrong because our power went out the other day and I just haven't reset the clocks. I probably should do that. Now, I am going to clean off the top of my vanity and put some things away, but I am not decluttering this section of the closet today. That will have to be in the next video because I had planned on making this into one big master bedroom declutter video, but my phone ran out of storage. I went and deleted like 1,000 videos, upgraded the Apple storage or whatever, and it still didn't work. I was like, I give up. So it's just going to be, this is part one of the declutter. So if you want to see me declutter this part, and get this stuff moved out and minimized, then come back for next Monday's video because that's when it's going to be uploaded. But anyway, the whole reason we're doing this major declutter right now is we are wanting to switch bedrooms with my youngest son. And if you didn't know, he has the smallest bedroom in the entire house. So it seemed kind of silly that we're going to take the smallest bedroom, but it will work out better that he and his brother share this room just because of everything functioning for the family and how it's going to work out. I don't know. It might not make sense to anybody but us, but that's what we're going to do. I did get all of my dresser decluttered. I go through here and I've talked about it before, but I used to think I was a soft autumn, like in the seasonal color analysis. So I've been holding on to a lot of clothes that I thought were soft autumn, and I found out they were, but then I thought they never looked quite right. So now I talked to ChatGPT about it. I've done a lot more research into the colors, and I'm actually a soft summer. And then in the Kibby body shape style, I am a soft natural. So I'm letting go of all the clothes that don't fit the soft summer color season or the soft natural like silhouette I need to go for. I think that having that criteria to go by has been very helpful in, decluttering clothes. I know that some like to just have a certain number of clothing, some like to have um, they have a container, and if that container gets too full, that's their criteria to let go of some things. But this one just fits me, and I'm really excited about it. So hopefully, I can curate a wardrobe that I feel comfortable and beautiful in. So if you needed an idea of how to declutter your clothes, maybe look into your seasonal color analysis or your Kibby body style. You can just go on Pinterest and look up free quizzes, and it's actually a lot of fun to go into. Or if you have Chat GPT, you can send it a picture of yourself and get their opinion on it. Um, like I said, mine was soft natural, and I argued. I said I don't think that's me because I'm 5'5", but I should be 5'8". But because I have scoliosis, it cut 3 inches off of my height. And they said, well, if your shoulders were wider, you'd be a natural flamboyant, which is a completely different natural, and it's different kind of clothing. So we argued back and forth and finally decided soft natural was more like my body. And I went to Walmart and actually bought a new outfit, and sure enough, I looked really good in it. So I'm gonna take ChatGPT's word for it, and that's gonna be my KB body style. So let me know in the comments below if you know what your seasonal color analysis result is or your KB body style. I'm always amazed by how much stuff I actually find when I go through to declutter clothes because I feel like I do a good job of it, and then I find so much more when I do another purge. And it's not just clothes that happens with, it's literally anything. I'll go through my kitchen multiple times a year and I'll find stuff to get rid of, or the kids' toys, stuff in the basement, in the garage. It's just, you never know how much stuff you're going to find. So anytime you feel like, oh, I don't need to go through anything, I got rid of so much last time, trust me, if you have brought anything else into your house, there's going to be so much more that you don't even realize, and that it feels so good to just get it out of your house, make space for the things that you love, that fit you, not for, the person that you want to be, but the person that you are. It's just a lot of fun. And my goal is to get the house all reset before the boys go back to school. Their first day of school is August 11th, but the high schooler actually has a back to school night at the end of July, and then the other two has theirs at the beginning of August. So it's coming up pretty quickly. I've actually already started their back to school shopping list, like the things they may need, such as clothes or certain school supplies that I don't have at home that we're going to have to go to the store and get, just little things like that. And it was really funny because I asked the high schooler what he needed, and he was very patient with me, and he told me, well, mom, I basically need some t-shirts and some shorts because I want him to have at least 5 shirts and at least 5 pair of shorts. And right now he's got 3 shorts and 3 shirts or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, he just needs a few more of those and he'll be good on clothes. And he could use a haircut and then a notebook and pencil for the first day of class, because I don't think they're going to give a supply list for the high schoolers. Back in my day, we went and each teacher had us write down what we need for their class, and we had to get it during the first week of school. Unlike, the younger kids who get a school supply list pretty much 2 weeks after school lets out for the summer from the previous year, and we have a while to collect those items. But what made it funny was I then asked my middle son what kinds of things he needed for back to school, and he said, I don't want to go at all. So he wouldn't talk to me about anything. And I was like, well, I guess you'll just go with whatever clothes I get you, and I will get your school supplies. Then I moved on to the third boy who is going into third grade, and he said, Mom, you know what I need. Can I play your iPad? So it's funny how kids are so different. I'm just getting all of these clean clothes sorted into piles and actually folding mine and my husband's because I'm going to be putting those away since I got that dresser decluttered. I am going to clear half of the dresser out and give that to my husband, and then I have the other half, and then in the closet I'm just going to be hanging some of my other clothes, which seems kind of foolish because if we do get to switch rooms like we want to, we can't take this big dresser in there because there is not room. So we'll have to get the taller dresser for my oldest son to fit in that room. But moving on to the closet area, this is the cluster of chaos that we are starting with. And overwhelmed is an understatement. But once I get going, it's really not that bad because we did just go through here a few months ago and take out a lot of things. So it looks bad, but it's really not that bad. It probably took 45 minutes to an hour to get it all, pulled out and then put back in the few things that I wanted in there. This decluttering project was different because a lot of the times I will start going through things and I'll be like, oh, well, I actually don't know what I want to get rid of because I might use it one day. But I was ruthlessly purging this closet, y'all. Like, I got rid of so much stuff that it's just not going to go back in here because it doesn't fit who I am now. I'm not thinking of, oh, well, I hope that I'm the mom that does this with my kids. I've had something for years and haven't done it. I let go of it. I did not care. So if you're having trouble letting go of things, just ask yourself, have I used it in the past year? Am I going to use it this year? Or do you even like it? Is it something that fits your personality now? If it doesn't, then just let it go. You probably won't even miss it. I'm so excited that I got this cleaned out because the less amount of stuff we have, or the least amount of stuff we have, I'm not sure how to say that right now. When we move rooms, the better it's going to be because there's really not room for much in there. So I don't want to have a lot of junk to move room to room, if that makes sense. So I'm really proud of myself for letting go of a lot more stuff than I usually do. It seems like decluttering just gets easier, and every time we do this, I do a little bit better. So I'm proud of myself for that. I even got rid of that white rolling cart that I just decluttered. My nephew was over for a few days and he said, "Oh, Jessie, can I have that?" I said, "You know what? Yes, you can have it." He said, "Oh, good. Maybe I can replace the wheels on it because the wheels are broken." And it literally just collects junk. It's just another hotspot. And the less surfaces I have to crap up, the better. So I was proud to let him have that. I'm just going to go through these clothes on the bed and see if I want to keep them or not. I really didn't know if I wanted to keep this long red bathrobe. It's one of the questionable items every time I declutter, but I'm going to keep it because it's really pretty and I think it's great for Christmas morning. I know that sounds silly, but I'm going to hang everything back up that I decided to keep. And then, of course, I'm going to put my shoes in here, but instead of along the top row, I'm going to make them more accessible for the time being on these lower racks. And I did get rid of one pair of shoes. So, every little bit helps. And I really like the way that it all turned out. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this motivation today and that it's given you a little pep in your step to go declutter space in your home today or just get your house reset for the new week. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. But I'm so thankful that you're watching my videos. It really helps me and my little family out. And if you are new, I would love it if you would subscribe and be part of my YouTube family. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Like I said, I hope that you got so much motivation from it. I got 2 huge trash bags of clothes and shoes decluttered, along with some items I forgot to picture. But I will see you guys in the next video on Monday. Until then, be grateful, give grace, and God bless.